burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live, burn live. It's going down, baby. Burning through ashes trying to make conversation. Burn live, y'all. Burn live. Y'all. Dang, money. That boy say yes. Topic.
Shit, no, I'm just excited for my new microphone, man.
Oh man, it sounds wonderful.
It better fucking spent too much money on it.
200 and some odd dollars for everything. That's not bad, bro. That's decent.
450.
Oh, my bad.
I got like 200 in discounts.
See, I think this is where Las Vegas has spoiled me. I think that I know that are expensive. I know for a fact doing shopping around, I can get for a bargain somewhere. I just got to shop around.
Yeah.
You need to turn your light on a little bit to see it.
I need to turn the light on?
Yeah, to see that is.
Okay, hold on. Or I'll just turn up the brightness. Okay, is that better?
A little bit.
You can see me now?
Yeah, we can see you, but you know that mic. Was that a mic popper?
Yeah, the filter right here. Yeah.
Yeah, that was hard to see at first.
Oh, I got you.
Y'all check out the logo when Vibes Community up here. You know what I'm saying? That's the logo they get. We get. You know what I'm saying? Try to break down. Oh, that was not very easy. Motivational. Break down the different segments. Yet again, you know, something I was gonna do too. I'm working on a Good Night Capiche logo too, since I know that's a fact that's something I'm keeping. I'm keeping that.
Okay.
I don't know, for some reason I like that. Good Night Capiche.
Got you.
It's called. Yeah. Say my name. Amigo. Did I say it right?
It's a trick, man. I ain't doing that. It's gonna be the N word backwards or something. They gonna have me on tape as blackmail.
I think I pressed the button with Johnny After His Heart finally.
What do you mean?
Because I asked him, do you think all police officer racial profile? He was like, no, you only racial profile when you're discriminating. I was like, no, brother. All police officers go off of a description and they call it a profile that they go off of. So when they get a profile of a suspect, once you put the color of what the suspect looks like, they automatically racially profile. It's you know, it just been blown out of proportion because people have done it negatively, and I get that. I didn't argue with them, but I was like, other than that, bro, every cop racially profile because yet again, you know, it's the coloration of the person that makes
Okay.
it. But yeah, he didn't like it. Eh,
Why did
I
he
still
not?
got because racial profiling is when you discriminate. When a police officer looking for a suspect and they only picking people that match what it is, not the actual description. You know what I'm saying? People that characterize the description, not people that describe from the description. Basically,
I don't know.
and I was like,
I'd have to go back and look at it.
yeah, I know you want to be on his side. It's good. It's all good.
Well,
Nah,
no. Okay, so let
I'm
me
just
just
saying.
explain my thought process. So
Uh
there
huh.
is profiling, which that is a correct definition of profiling. You're given a description of a suspect, and in their profile is they're black. Some shit, right? And it's like, yeah, I agree. Obviously, that's racial profiling, right?
Right.
Uh, but I don't necessarily. But I can also see how like it might end up being a confusing conversation when most people, when in their head, when you say a cop is racially profiling, you're thinking, oh, he's pulling someone over because they're black, that type of shit.
Right. And yet again, I didn't. That happens. Let me say that for the record, for the people that's up in here. Appreciate people coming up in here. A lot of people didn't think nobody be coming here doing Christmas Eve. Appreciate it. But yet again, I'm admitting that happens. True indeed. But if I'm looking for a suspect in a neighborhood that I'm not too familiar of, and you tell me once you tell me the color, because unfortunately, when it comes to color, that's where the race come in at. Now he oh my god, yes, please go watch. It's only an hour. It's only an hour because everything he was saying, I was like, bro, you're helping me out because he was making a point.
Listen,
He made a.
hold on,
Go ahead.
my bad. I was
Are
just
you
gonna say,
falling in? Are you falling in love?
huh?
I
Huh?
thought you was falling in love with the
What?
mic. You know when that mic is just it feels perfect. The mic when
You
I
know,
had the white
I'm
version of it.
really my bad.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm really trying to get used to like having a microphone in my face like this because I'm so used to it just sitting on the desk and me not thinking about it, you know.
So you
But
know
now
what you might
it's
you
right
know what
here.
you finna yeah, you know what you finna develop a habit of doing, right? Moving it and adjusting it.
Yeah.
And I think all right, bro, for real, I'm kind of glad that I adjusted to this because that's one less thing that I do and worry about. That was
Yeah.
driving me it was driving me crazy.
Yeah. But also, you know what? I've been wanting to get a mic because I have a problem with forgetting to talk into the mic, right? And I'll
Uh-huh.
do a lot of going away and you can't hear me, and then going close and I'm too loud and all that type of shit. Like
Uh-huh.
this, it's just right here in my face. I know if I'm talking into the mic. I don't know. But what I was gonna say, you know, I want to defend Johnny so bad. So I'm just saying, I will go back and watch it, but I do understand like it happens to me a lot, right? Where we're having a conversation and it turns into an argument, but I end up realizing, oh, I just completely misunderstood. I don't know. It sounds like it was a misunderstanding of an argument, or maybe I just have to go back and see what you guys were talking about.
Yeah,
You know.
because I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm keeping 100 with you. I was intentionally poking the bear just to see, because one thing Johnny shows that his bear can get poked in a lot of different subjects that we talk about. A lot of subjects
Mm.
that we talk about, you know what I'm saying? He'd be cool, calm, collective. So when I seen that, you know what I'm saying, it was something deep. Because come on, dog, Johnny went to definitions. We went to definitions. I'm putting an S at the end, not just one word. We looked up 3 different words. I was like, oh yeah, this is serious. This is something that low key he got a passion for. He just don't want to bring it out because it don't have nothing about it don't have nothing to do with getting to heaven.
Mm. Yeah. I do know Johnny. He's got some subjects that he really cares about. I've talked to him, but like me and Johnny have talked a lot behind the scenes. Like he's a very interesting guy.
Yeah, that's why I will always keep him around. Um, I like the very, very difference. I really like when I see a subject that I like it when I see a subject I feel like I should be agreeing with him on, because there's times that I'm like, I know I should be agreeing with him on, but I just can't agree with him because some things, and I know I do this. I know I go to the extreme with certain things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of a little bit part of my job, but then just trying to overexpress things. You go to extreme. But some things that he believe in that are simple to me, sometimes I'll be like, bro, you go to the extreme about it, and it worries me. And when I talk to my crew, they pick up on the same stuff.
Of how he goes to the extreme. Johnny
Like
goes to the extreme. I don't know. Johnny seems like not a very extreme person.
that's
Johnny's okay.
you are
No,
correct.
no, no. Go ahead. Go ahead.
You are correct. So uh, I don't believe in zodiacs. I really don't want to go there, but
Bro, my
when
girl
you
be killing me with that shit.
oh my god, that's why I'm sitting up here pausing. Like, let me find another way, because if April and Brooklyn hear me say that, they be like, "See, you be talking about it. This is zodiac. I told you." No,
Yeah.
but there in this form is when you're studying, not studying person, but when you see the pattern. Let me say it like that. When you starting
Mm-hmm.
to develop a pattern of a person and understand that certain things aren't aren't equally balanced for as an answer. Some things just sound just a tad bit of the normal. That's not meaning not normal. It's just a little bit outskirts of the normal regular. And he has certain things about him, characteristics about him, that points that out. If you can just calmly understand, like we're having a common conversation. But when you get into the definition of the phrase, like the paragraph, listen to the paragraph, break it down, what he said, how he said it, like bro, you certain things. Let me put it like this. I'm gonna say it like this. In a situation, if me, you, and Johnny was at the bar and that bar was getting robbed and nobody was there, none of us had a weapon to defend ourselves, I'm gonna say there will be a sacrificial lamb, and it's not gonna be by accident. Now, and that's saying it nicely, so you can try to guess what I'm saying.
Well, like Johnny would sacrifice somebody.
Not necessarily sacrifice somebody, but
But like trip
Johnny
someone
would
over on the way out.
no, he would care of the outcome if his life was in danger.
Uh,
There's been
yeah,
a couple of
I get what you mean. Yeah, I've had on my channel. I've had conversations with them where he's like said some shit like that. You know.
yeah, and I noticed it, and then I was like, okay, cool. But then when it's been brought up in different areas, and he brings up that point in different areas, I was like, okay, that's what you would call an extreme because it's not normal for a person to think like that. If a person
Yeah.
in danger, they're going to be saved. They're going to want somebody to save them of that nature. That's what we consider more normal feelings or normal activities when we, you know what I'm saying, we were talking about the emotions. If somebody says, bro, I don't care what the outcome is, if I'm gone, I'm gone, that's a little bit of the unnormal. That's just a little bit not normal. I'm ready to go. Like, hold on.
I'd 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 say so, but from talking with Johnny, it makes sense. Like, here's the thing: I understand the thought process, right?
Right.
Like I get that he brings it up. Uh, like he's brought it up quite a few times, right? But I understand the thought process. Fucking like I don't know. Sometimes you he probably has catastrophized like dying in his mind, right? Like
You
probably
remember
been
that?
afraid of it.
Hold on. You remember now? I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry. So let me say that first. But you
I
remember the
remember
story
your
that
friend. Oh,
yeah,
I thought you were gonna say yeah, okay, my bad.
that's okay. I wasn't talking about. But no, I was saying, do you remember the story about him and the dude that got into it over the gun?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember how he was like, I thought you was ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Basically, to say it, to wrap it all up, to be ready to go is not
Mm-hmm.
normal. It's not commonly
I
normal.
I think
Let
it
me.
is.
I had to put the compound word together. It's not commonly normal.
Okay.
Is it a group of people that probably think like that? True, indeed, 100% yes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But yet again, if we had to find where those guys at, if we was looking for 'em, we would probably go to the military, where that type of attitude is more, you know what I'm saying? What's the word I'm looking for?
Common.
More common,
Common.
more practice. Yes, thank you. I was looking for another word but couldn't think of it.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. I like Johnny. He's definitely been through some shit. You know. I don't know. Here's the thing. Like I've had like the way I put it of he's had it in his mind where he's had it catastrophized in his mind to where he probably feels that he's got to remind himself constantly to be aware and comfortable with the fact that someday he's gonna die, right? And that's probably why he talks about it because don't get me wrong, fucking there was a point in my life where not that I had like a certain situation that put me in danger or something, but that you know, I've had it in my mind like, oh, someday I'm gonna die, right? And I've had to learn to be comfortable with that fact, you know? And it's probably led to like certain ways I believe and think and things like that. So I understand Johnny's feelings and thought process and why he would talk about it, you know? Your mic's off.
We're gonna start using changing the subject, which we're gonna start saying in other news because that's what we use over there on TikTok. So I'm kind of gonna be using it over here. So in other news, I accidentally on purpose got a girl to think that the Earth is flat.
How'd this happen?
Because I talk about the podcast at work. I know a lot of people like, oh, Capiche, you shouldn't do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I did my research. So let me break this down before I get into that part. When I first got to my job, you know what I'm saying, people ask me what I did. I just tell them, you know what I'm saying, I stream. I really didn't go into details or nothing like that. When I start saying smart ass things to make them to see what's to see how to see a person, I say triggering things. But I said to where you know how I crack my little racial jokes and shit on her. Come on now, you know.
Okay.
But there, I be a little bit more direct, and I said to where I know for a fact that it's relatable to how they think. And I could be wrong. Trust me. I already first thing I think is I could be wrong. But let me throw this out there and see how these people feel. Because yet again, y'all, I work with all types of people. You know what I'm saying? I got an American. I got the
Here, I'll be right
Philippines.
back. I'm listening.
I got the Philippines. I got Salvadorian. I got different countries that I work with. So I'm just curious of how they think, what they, the process. I'm just curious. And people always think that I'm trying to get a got you with my questionnaire. And it's not a got you, is that no, I'm not gonna no, let me not like say it like that because people don't think that. But I'm gonna say it like this. When you look down a road and you see cross streets, there are a lot of people that look both ways and then make a left or a right. For as most people would love to say and want to admit so bad that most people walk down the street, come to a crosswalk, they look both ways and they keep going straight. Everybody would love to say that. You know what I'm saying? That sounds nice. Hey man, yeah. I see a crosswalk, I keep straight, I keep going. You know what I'm saying? Meaning I stay focused on whatever goes and wherever I'm trying to do, that's where I go. That's what I mean by that. But you and I know a lot of us, a good percentage of us, whatever that percentage is, without looking it up, go straight down that road, look both ways across the street, and then make a left or a right. Easy, like some people would say, easily distracted. So I ask these people questions because I don't know. I don't know how a person from another ethnicity, another race, I'm gonna just say it like that, another race thing. I don't know how they think. I can crack jokes all day, corny jokes, good jokes, bad jokes, and have to honestly say I don't know how another race thinks. You know how, and money. I just want you to agree that you have sat here and heard other people on platforms, this platform, whatever, setback, and said, I know how they think. Another whole type of race thinks. And it's like, okay. And you heard it. So I say slick things. Like out here, y'all, we have a Chinatown. Chinatown is popping, been here for a while. I don't know how long Chinatown been here, but Chinatown been here for a minute. It's been popping. It's a big area. It's not just a street. It's just not a block, nigga. That's a whole. You got 6, 7 blocks going each both ways. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, they got a whole side. Damn. Hey, that's how some people look at it, and we go over there, But yet again, the Philippines finally finna get a section, a district. There we go. They finna get a district. You might want to say it like that. So the Philippines finna get a district, and my boss asked another person like, "Hey yo, how you feel about getting a district, bro?" When she said it's about damn time, I died laughing, and she was like, "What?" She was like, "What, Capiche? It is about time." I was like, "No, I get it. I get it." Chinatown been over there for how long? And y'all been thugging, been chilling, ain't did. Look, I had to throw this out here, money. Ain't did no crimes. I feel you. Feel you. We can name crimes that Chinese people have done that not on the news on an everyday basis. You know what I'm saying? We always say the Chinese are highly educated, which is true, smart people. But I'm not going to sit up and say they don't do crime. Yes, they do good crime up in here in America. Shit, you know. Wish I would have thought of
Asian
it.
people?
Huh?
Asian people do
Yeah,
crime
yeah.
here in America?
Most. Okay, if you look it up, if you can look it up real quick. The most of their crime that they do, you know what I'm saying, far as big and newsworthy that been caught on news, been in San Francisco.
What is it like? Violating health codes at restaurants?
Um, well, one story they got caught of is they bought a whole COVID sack up. But
Okay.
guess what's in the COVID? Guess what they had in the COVID sack?
Hmm.
Let me. Now, I'm gonna put it like this. I'm just tell the truth. They didn't have no people, no pets, no animals. The whole COVID sack was full of grow houses.
Oh,
And
okay.
yeah, they that was one. They also and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say allegedly for right now. I'm gonna leave it like this. They allegedly they know how to book a vacation here from China over here to America. They know how to book a vacation around the due date birth of their child. And so when they do that and they come over here and they deliver that baby over here, that baby automatically get citizenship. And like I said, this is allegedly, y'all. Look it up. You know what I'm saying? If I'm lying, then I'm lying. If I'm telling the truth, then I'm telling the truth. Put it like that. So you know what I'm saying? With that and getting all that citizenship and stuff like that, that at first wasn't considered a crime. But if the new administration passed that law, then that's going to be a crime.
Mm.
Do I think that should be a crime? Yes. I don't think I do not think that you should be able to be smart enough, which yet again, listen, smart enough to plan a vacation trip just so you can have a baby over here for citizenship for your child. That's smart. I get it, but I don't think that's right. I don't think it should be just that easy for your child to get citizenship over here, and then we pay for that child for 18 years for us out of our taxpayers' money.
How are we, what, through the school system?
Do whatever benefit that child can get because yet again the citizenship is over here. I um the report says it varies on what a person can get, but yet again, there are benefits that child can still get, even though it's flying back and forth from China to America. It still got citizenship over here. So any tax break that child can get all the way up to 18 that they can take advantage of, they're going to take advantage of. Like that's how it is.
Mm.
I just don't think. I don't know. Like I said, there's things like we shouldn't be paying taxes for that I think is just a little outrageous, just a tad bit, and I think that's one of them. You know what I'm saying? In other news, Ken Walsh is under scrutiny like a motherfucker, y'all. I can't wait till next year to see how this goes.
Who is?
Tim Walsh.
Matt Walsh?
I thought it was Tim. Is Matt Walsh?
Are
You
you
could be
talking
right.
about the guy that's always wearing the beanie, or the guy that has the
The
beard that talks
governor,
about the gays?
the
Who?
governor of the governor of
Oh,
Minnesota,
Tim Walls. Tim
Tim
Walls.
Wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I said Tim
Why is he
Walsh.
under? Yeah, Tim Walsh.
Um,
Fucking Tim Walls. He ran for, or he was running with Kamala Harris.
yeah. For all the
Why is he under scrutiny?
for all that food stamp money that's misspending up there, that I guess other governors, because it's a governor thing. Governors are actually sending him letters and like asking them what type of money, budgets, and stuff like that. I just seen the report today. Or was it yesterday? It was just like alarming. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is not him getting attacked from the right side. This is actually him getting attacked from his own people. Also, you do got a couple of videos that hit 1,000 1.3s. I just want to throw that out there. I know that time I was talking about Edel got videos that got me 1,000 views. You do too.
Honestly, looking through the clips, it seems so random which ones get views. I think that the algorithm just chooses videos at random to throw out.
You know, I just look for the ones that get the zeros.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I just look. I'm more looking at those. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm cool with one view. One person looked at it, cool. Because I know it. I know it's not me. Because I can't never account for looking at none of those videos.
Okay.
And I like that about YouTube too. So you know what I'm saying? It's like I can't cheat. Well, I can cheat because obviously I can go give me another YouTube account and just go through and do like that. Yeah. You know, but other than that, I can't cheat. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I'm going to look, I know that that's whoever looked has been looking at it. I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that makes sense.
If I looking at something 1,000 times, I know I ain't got no life. Just saying. I just told my TikTok friends, bro. I'm like, bro, if you know what a celebrity is really doing, bro, you have no life.
Yeah,
Sorry.
true.
My opinion, you might not like it, but yet again, I'm sorry. And then I was like, I'm a Trump supporter, and I don't even know what the fuck Trump be doing. Like I don't. You don't follow Trump? No. Why do I have to? Y'all do enough following. I just follow y'all. Shit. Tim Walsh. I'm not even gonna crack that joke on him.
Correct. And to remember that every dollar you manage belongs not to the capital, but to the people of Minnesota.
Joining us now is the Brewer Group CEO, Jack Brewer, lived in Minnesota for many years of his adult life. Jack, what's your reaction to this letter?
You know, I've said it for years, unfortunately.
Hold on. I think I skipped something. Hold on.
Skip the
Nearly
letter.
100 say they are deeply concerned and frustrated by the fraud and unchecked spending from state officials. They say the state's $18 billion surplus has disappeared, and now Minnesota projects $3 billion in deficits in 2020.
That's a lot of fucking money, bro. 18 billion? It's surplus? Who? Bro, let me calm down. Let me calm down. Who you think you finna pay for that? I don't want to pay for that. Even though, hey, let me put this out here. I will shout out to Minnesota, bro, because I like their accent. Them are some of the nicest people I have ever met especially the closer you get towards Canada, like them are some extra nice ass people, bro.
I
Kind,
could be
you know.
wrong. My bad. I was just gonna say
Go
I
ahead.
could be wrong, but I think that Minnesota's right above Iowa. Or is it right above Illinois? No, I think it's right above Iowa. Oh shit, what's going on?
Yo, what's up, fellas? You hear me all right?
Yep, my white brother is in the building. What's going on, man?
You know, I gotta make sure I stick with the CFO, you know? You're a fucking idiot.
See, Money Demon, that's how you land a joke.
I thank you.
Oh my
I hope
God.
everybody's seeing I did the, you know, at the same time. I hope people caught that. I thought that was great. I thought that was a nice little spice.
Yep.
We just got done doing the, you know, the whole presents under the tree thing. Got my eldest in bed and down. He came from his mama, so they were doing activities and stuff all day.
Did you guys already open presents?
No. We put them all under the tree and everything, and then they're all asleep.
Oh.
They're upstairs sleeping and stuff. We do the whole like shebang. Let them come downstairs. She's gonna, cause like I'm gonna actually show it because like family and friends they'll be able to watch on our Facebook, because I'll stream it to them because it's really nice for people to see like their gifts getting opened and the initial reaction rather than like what we tell them the reaction is. You know what I mean? So it's nice. Yeah.
Sir, Canada is above Minnesota.
Yeah. I'm saying Minnesota is above
Okay.
Iowa.
Let me zoom in.
Is
I don't even-
Iowa under
Yeah.
Minnesota? Okay, yeah, that's all I was saying.
Iowa is under Minnesota. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I
Yeah,
said, I would
I
just give a
just
shout
drive-
out to Minnesota. Minnesota is some nice people. That's all. I just want to say they some nice people. You know what I'm saying? For they get to hearing this report and like, you're bashing us. No, I think y'all nice.
All right,
No.
I will be listening, but I'm gonna take a dab because that shit took forever.
I feel like he just hurt my feelings. I'm just joking. Just keep dabbing. Just joking. It was. I don't know where I was going with that.
I was about to say, there's no damn way the man that says that he doesn't have feelings just said that I hurt his feelings by saying I was gonna take a
I
dab.
told some people I'm listen here, I'm trying to get my black card back next year, so I gotta have feelings. I'm gonna try this therapy thing out. I'm gonna eat barbecue and watermelon for the first time. You know, I'm gonna go to Popeyes because I've never been there as an adult. I'm gonna try some shit.
Shit, I'm gonna try to get my
Wholeheartedly,
black
dude,
card.
I'm fucking excited for you because like it's one of those things. And hey, by the way, I mean if he's looking to get his card, just take him along for the ride, KP. Let him experience with you. You know what I'm saying? You guys can make it an experience. Could stream it.
I need my N-word pass.
No, we are not giving the CFO of racism. No. I don't know what kind of crazy shit you're trying to do here.
We just make sure we don't take him on no college campus, and we'll be all right.
No
We will
college
be okay.
campus.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, the governor of Minnesota is under a lot of little pressure. We just heard $18 billion. I just want to give them a shout out. That's where we stopped at. And yeah, let's learn a little bit more about what's going on.
Their letter goes on to say, as mayors, we see firsthand how these decisions ripple outward. Our state owes it to our citizens to practice responsible fiscal management and to stop taxing our families, seniors, and businesses out of Minnesota. We urge the legislature to course correct and to remember that every dollar you manage belongs not to the capital, but to the people of Minnesota.
Joining us now is the Brewer Group CEO, Jack Brewer, lived in Minnesota for.
This is one thing I'm trying to show to everybody. I think we all need to pay attention to this. People who put in this position who cannot manage money. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care who you are, I don't care what side. When you're in this predicament right here, as this guy is in, where he's mismanaging money to this extreme amount, he shouldn't get back in office. It should be a sticky note that he shouldn't be allowed to even run for office. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. And I hope this story finish my point of why I'm pointing this out too for next year.
Hold on 1 sec. Do we know what happened in the situation aside from money disappeared?
What you mean?
Like, do we know how the money disappeared or where it went or who is responsible? Because a state should have an auditor, right?
I think that's how all this came upon is they got audited and like asking.
Okay.
And they was asking him specifically where the money has went because I do believe that this is in his section, especially with the food stamps situation. I think definitely that's part of his budget that he runs. I do believe.
So
don't quote.
What does the food stamps have to do with the situation so far?
So far, that was a big scandal through the Somalia community of transferring food stamps money and bringing it back to their country. And supposedly, I'm just saying like that, supposedly transferred their money to a Somalian terrorist leader.
Okay.
And so, I mean, I heard about the story. I covered it a little bit and stuff like that. This is about mayors and districts talking to Tim. It's like, yo, what's going on? Now, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, now you got your people in your state kind of coming at you and talking to you like, what's going on? Just makes it a little bit more concretable to say that, or credible to say like, yeah, this might have been going on a little bit more because like I said, this story been going on for maybe I'm gonna say 2 weeks. I really want to say 3, but I'm gonna say 2, just for the hell of it. I know Somalia we were talking about last week for sure. So yet again, this been out here. People are lashing out. Now you got people that's been voted in lashing out, writing letters. And hey, my thing is, and yet again, any state, Republican, Democrat, Independent, don't matter. Once you get exposed of fumbling the bag, mismanaging money, I think you should not be able to run for office, governor, mayor, district, nothing. Just my opinion.
No, I agree. If you can't manage money, you shouldn't be able to lead office because, like, it's your job to organize a budget and put it where it needs to go. And if you have tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars in, donations that are going towards a campaign or towards, whatever it may be that are supposed to be funneled certain places or whatever, taxpayers' dollars, it doesn't matter what it is. Budgeting money is budgeting money. It doesn't matter if it's $100, doesn't matter if it's $100,000. If you don't know how to, budget money out and spend it wisely, it's gonna not matter at all.
And yes, it is a. I wouldn't call it a fact, but it's a fact to understand this, to know this, that states do miss budget money somewhat on purpose because they understand that they can go to the federal government and just ask for money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why do, and you would never hear them say that. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Why would I admit that? But yet again, you do got to understand, like, why do I really have to budget my money when I can just go ask whoever's in office? Especially, if we're friends, we're buddies, we're shaking hands. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, Trump and I run Nevada. You know what I'm saying? Why do I really have to worry about mismanaging? You know what I'm saying? Managing my money right. If y'all
Right.
can't asking for the replacement.
Like, hey man, spend a little bit too much on the party. Gotta have this. I get it.
Yeah, I think
Just
I
dumb
got
stuff.
F1. I got F1 racing coming in next year in November. You know what I'm saying? I can make that money back. I can put that money back. I just need, or I can raise taxes and groceries, or we finna get a stadium built, so I can just say that we put our money in. You know what I'm saying? We'll raise money. There's from what, and I've just been learning this too. Like,
But that's
going
like
deeper,
that's the direct transaction. We're not even talking about the indirect transactions where they give promises to increase certain percentages of whatever it may be, but instead of it fattening their pockets and they using that money to go over to them, they do it on whatever product or whatever service, whatever that eventually goes into that person's pocket.
And so,
That-
okay, and so what I've been learning, and what we're gonna learn more into the future, into next year, is that the fact that this tax the rich is drawing businesses out of cities into other cities that's not gonna give them all them regulations. And I learned that this year by watching Chicago the most, because they done had, even though California has the biggest companies moving out in Florida, but I have literally been watching Chicago lose jobs, lose businesses
the
in their
smartest
city.
businesses put their station, their main point of business, in an area or a state that has lower taxes or lower, I guess, restrictions for the way that they manage certain things or move things around, because it makes it easier for them to make money. And then they make
That's why
other
it makes
buildings
sense.
that are branches.
That's why it makes sense that almost every company out there got at least one business in Nevada. Almost every company. Now there's still some out there that's like, you know what I'm saying, but
Even if
once
it's
you
not
get
that
big
company,
enough,
the company that might own that company or whatever is
yeah, they're
above
gonna
it,
franchise it out. Yeah,
that's probably what it ends up going to anyway. Like most of the major,
that's
most of
White
anything of
Castle,
where money, yeah. But like most of
White Castle.
anything, there's like 8
Mhm.
major big corporations that own everything else, and they just intertrade between each other based off of the needs of money at the time. Quite literally. Like I wish I had the chart pulled up here. I'd have to refind it, but like quite literally, there's like 8 major. I want to say what word am I looking for? Not incendiaries.
Boy, I'm glad you made me bring up the map too, Money Demon. Boy, this is awesome.
But I don't know, the words escaping me, but like it's so much control, it's crazy, and no matter where it goes, it all ends up in the same pocket eventually.
Yeah, that's going all the way up there, but come back down to the fucking governors and managers when we're talking about people that's managing everyday live citizens, and we want to point our fingers at the boogeyman instead of at the person who mismanaged the money, because it is starting to be like that on the talk of the tick world when it comes to people that get in debate. if you go in there blaming everything on the president, especially deep in a conversation that has more to do with your mayor and your governor, or what their specific jobs are and what their budget is, they be ready to fucking roast the shit out you. The first thing they want to ask me, Money Demon, do you know who your governor and your mayor is? Hun?
Man, that's so fucked
And I'm
up.
like,
You're referring to that one Indian dude you're talking to dude on TikTok, aren't you?
who?
I don't know. I tuned into your TikTok live stream on YouTube, and there was some Indian guy on there. The
No,
first thing that stood out was his
making-
accent.
No, not him. I'm making fun of the guy on TikTok because I had to learn that there's different categories of debates when you go into certain people things. That's why I like to listen first to see how informational do I have to be. You know what I'm saying? Can I just, because I like to talk without having to go Google and all that, you know what I'm saying? So what do you knowledgeably know, you know what I'm saying, right offhand? You know what I'm saying? Because I done been on some panels where I get schooled where somebody just knows a whole bunch. They just, you know what I'm saying, woo, woo, woo. You know what I'm saying? But I learned how to break that down too, you know, just different strategy. But you also got those groups that you need to bring out a notebook. You know what I'm saying? Because they want to make sure you know your governor, your mayor, your district, and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They trying to pick your brain to make sure you know before you get into some fucking discussion that's bigger than you know who the fuck your governor is. And I always tell them, like, I didn't get to vote for my governor. So I don't care. You know what I'm saying? My governor's up. The governor part is up for re-election. How about that? And then they be like, see, you come up in here not knowing good peace. I'm like, but that's a fact. That's true. My governor's up for re-election. Am I gonna vote for him? I don't fucking know. You know what I'm saying? Do I like what he's been doing? Technically, no. I really don't. So I don't know if I'm gonna vote for him. I don't really know who's gonna really run up for him, who come out of nowhere. And when you go against those notepad, and that's what I'm gonna start calling. Notepad. Where you gotta, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start having AI on right then and there. Like, fuck that. Y'all niggas got me fucked up. Sorry for cussing. But you got that. But then you got those people that you just have.
Just in case I can't remember, but the autism does very good at remembering information.
You don't know who your governor is?
By name, no. Do I know? I know he's a Republican. I know I didn't vote for him. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, at least I'm willing to tell the truth. Like, and not
Well, that's the thing. You never like heard anybody talk about like certain things that are being voted on. Like some of them take quite a long time, and people talk about them quite often. So that's why like we're kind of confused that maybe you've heard his name and it didn't click. Maybe is what's going on here.
The governor.
Well,
dude, I know about him. Like,
I think it's.
I know about him, but I didn't vote for him.
Oh, is it literally just okay? Okay, my bad. I was misunderstanding that. That's my bad.
I think it's more of people really don't pay attention to local politics. They pay more attention to federal politics. Like shit, I've been that way most of my life. Obviously, most people are like that, where they pay attention to federal and not local. But shit, lately I've been paying attention to local politics. I know that Kim Reynolds is my governor, and instead of seeking re-election, she's dropping out. And the Republican ticket is open, and it looks like Rob Sand, my hero Robert Sandal, is running. Like, I've been paying a little bit of attention to local politics.
I'll say I
I've been
think
paying
ours
attention
is
to mine.
DeWine, and He's been giving us a lot of shit. He's a terrible human being. He's like, that's pretty much all
Oh,
I can
in
say.
Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mike DeWine's a piece of shit.
Mm.
Terrible at managing money.
See?
God awful.
Hey,
And
I'm
that's
not
why
discrediting-
I'm. Oh,
Go
my
ahead.
bad.
No,
I was gonna
please go
say
ahead.
like that's why I like Rob Sand. He is the state auditor right now, and he has unearthed like massive spending fraud and scandals. The biggest one being a lottery rigging scandal that he investigated. So he's a really smart guy, good with money. The only Democrat elected representative in our state, aside from maybe like mayor or something, but like federal, he's the only Democrat, and it's because he does his job well. So, I don't know. That's why I'm excited about Rob Sand and the stuff he's putting forward. Like, you should make it to where you have to audit schools. They want to make it to where you can't audit school systems. Right now, it's just at private schools. You can't audit private schools, even though that they're state funded.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's a cool guy. I could talk more about him.
Honestly, that sounds like it would be a hell of a change.
Hold on. Look, see, I bought a yard sign. I'm too pussy to put it in my front yard because I don't want people like, oh, you like this politician? I'm gonna fucking egg your house. So I don't have it in my yard, but the purpose of me showing it is because like it's really not about like political party or anything. It's redder, bluer, no, truer, better. Vote for Rob Sand because he's not really a hardcore Democrat or anything, which I like. I don't want to see some partisan freak running my state. You know,
No, absolutely.
I want them to be able to run and work with Republicans and Democrats.
Which always poses a
Not a
hard
minute.
challenge itself.
By middle
Not
of
really.
by middle of
Sorry,
next
my
year,
bad.
you're gonna be talking about. I want to make sure they manage the money. If they manage the money, then I can make more money. Businesses is gonna come.
Yeah, I think
I'm
that's
meeting
just a
people-
sentiment. My bad.
And I've been meeting people that are finna start running too. So it's just like, dang, dog. Why signs keep pushing to Florida? I'm like, shit. Potty crooks. So I'm kind of, I don't know. I hope I don't move to Florida. I hope I can stay here. But yeah, Florida might be.
You wanna move
might
to
be moving
Florida?
down.
Hmm.
I know a friend that's running, like straight finna run, and no, they not running as a Republican either.
And look,
Independent.
after the last like
I think Democrat
Or-
for real.
after the last four anyway, fuck it. Let's let anybody try to run this bitch at this point.
Yeah, I think anybody and everybody who feel like they got a chance to run. Don't discourage yourself
Right.
from running. You know what I'm saying? And understand when you lose, you know what I'm saying?
There's-
Please try to
there's-
figure out the reason why you lose. Just don't blame me. Oh, I lost because of something that just sounds very ridiculous.
I'll be honest, if you're gonna run, make sure you got money. The only way to get it anywhere. As much as people hate to admit it, and they want to try to say it's all based off of who's best at the job, it's not. You got to have money to run, got to have money to campaign, you got to have money to do all the extra stuff.
Oh man,
Can't
then
do
you
it.
know you finna shake hands.
I think it's just
finished
about
it.
putting yourself out there. Like, to use this example, Zoran Mondami, he was doing a lot to put himself out there. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure he didn't have near as big of a budget of campaigning as the other two that he was running against.
I'm agree with you because I don't think a lot of people are not understanding that you have to use the new age and what's going on now to run for office.
Yeah.
What Trump did his first term was doing things that was unheard of. What blew him out the water at the end was going on podcasts, and because that was unheard of to run for presidency, was sit on a podcast. You got to get with the time. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. You know what I'm saying?
The trade of the hats, you know?
Yeah.
From White and Point.
And I think some people are picking up on it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna say people are picking up on it whether you like it or not. I'm gonna say it like that because I know two people that are throwing the trend. Well, three for sure. And if you like it or not, it is what it is. But I know for a fact that they're definitely doing the new age trend, and
After this
you can just see it. Who was I talking to? I don't know who I was talking to, but I did the Las Vegas odds for the Democratic Party just to see who was nominated, just to see who was the top 5. And sure enough, who was number 2 definitely does everything new trend, be on podcasts, tweeting, very vocal on social media. AOC, heck yeah. So definitely looking at that. Definitely looking at there's a home invasion in Summerlin. Somebody went in the garage and got popped up.
She is giving me
I'm
that.
sorry.
I gotta go to bed here soon. Look, just to let you guys know, so I won't be able to stay on much longer.
For sure. You know what I'm saying? This is, I don't know. I got some things I'm gonna still work on, and if I'm up, I'm gonna try to definitely do one more. Maybe later on tonight. I don't know. I know I'll be up. I've been drinking this Red Bull.
Bless you.
If you're doing it way later, I'm definitely going to be asleep. I am so tired right now.
My ass is, I guarantee you, my kids are going to be up at the butt crack at dawn. It's Christmas, dude. They're going to be up, boy.
Yeah.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it sounds like it's that time. Nah. For this episode right here, give out a Merry Christmas wish that you would like to wish to come true for next year. And we'll leave it out as that.
My wish is that everybody gets away from wanting attention more than they actually want to achieve goals and set them. I feel like everybody is like lost their sense of how to set achievable goals, not only for themselves, but for the community around them. We can't expect continuous improvement without actually making a valid effort in doing so. Talking about it's one thing, make some actions.
Buddy Diva.
Shit, like, what should we be looking at next year? I don't know. I just want to see some positivity.
I said, what Merry Christmas wish you would like to wish to come true for next year?
Bro, I already got his right here.
Well,
You don't
yeah,
even have
that's
to
what I'm
ask him.
thinking.
No,
You
no.
don't- Hold on.
No.
I got you right now. You know damn well this man wants his pass. Give him his fucking pass for Christmas, bro.
Oh, true.
Give him his fucking
I
pass.
do need my pass. Yo, give me my pass. I want the card. I want it in
You don't
ID
want it.
print. I do
X
want
out each time he uses it by the nearest homie, all right?
it. Mm-hmm.
And by X'd out, let's be honest, like, they got to just dab him up, all right? He's got to show him the card first so he don't get punched or nothing. But, like, he's good.
Yep.
After that, we're chilling.
Yep. I need my pass next year.
Do I print it out on, like, an email? Like, you going to send it to me on email, or you going to fax it, or you going to drop it off in person? I'm kind of curious.
I'm not doing that. He
I
gotta
need
get that
it.
from the AA. Hey, I need him to go get it from the AACP.
I need a little star on my license ID. So when I say it, I just pull out my driver's license. Hey, you see that star? I got the pass. DMV verified.
Wild. Fucking wild.
Man, I'm gonna take him to the AACP myself. I'm driving him and filming it.
All right, boys. I got to jump off here. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right,
Good
later, man.
morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We out. Peace.